Welcome back to the Hideout. We are the usual rejects. My name is Nico, aka Double P in the building.
You know what it is, it's your boy Dr. Thick in the building too, aka Kevin Lopez.
This is Christian, AAPS Entertainment. Someday not the AAPS, but the entertainment.
Yes, someday the AAPS will be gone. He will simply just be known as entertainment. You Google entertainment, you will see a picture of Christian.
It's only gonna be me. I will rule everything.
You
with a Deadpool
entertainment.
Jacket.
And of course, this is the show where we talk film and TV news every single week.
And occasionally Kevin's sex life.
That's true. Occasionally Kevin's sex life.
Mostly Kevin's dad's sex life.
Yeah, that is very true. Kevin's dad is a questionable human being. Speaking of questionable, if you have any questions, there are timestamps down below. And today we are talking Loki Season 2, Sony canceled films, Ahsoka, Marvel Studios, Lando, and much, much more. So boys, let's get this show on the road. And before we get started, we were having a lot of technical difficulties right before this started. Yeah. And some of us are going to have a brain aneurysm probably. Yeah? Sound good? Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so first things first, we've got trailers released. We've got a trailer for... And, okay, you guys know what Attack on Titan is, the anime, right?
Yeah, we do. Well,
so, the final season has been in the making for several years now. They've had issues, not issues, but they've been taking their time with it. This final part, right, is called Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 2.
What?
Think about it.
They don't want it to end. They want to milk this. They want all that money.
No, it's not that they don't want to milk it, but man, the stuff they need to do involves a lot of animation and a lot of CGI, so it's taking a while. But yeah, that is the official title. Attack on Titan, the final season, part 3, part 2. Such a long title.
It sounds fake. It
fake. Does sound fake. It sounds like High School Musical, the series.
Part 3 of a trilogy. That's a part of 3 trilogies. So it's the first of 3 trilogies. It's the first trilogy of 3 trilogies. The movie, the musical, the series.
Trilogy of 3 trilogies.
Disney Plus original.
The musical, the movie, the musical. Exactly. Speaking of trailers, we also got a new trailer release for Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon, debuting in theaters October 20th.
Shout out
Seems
my boy
like an
David
interesting
Grant.
film, of course. What's that?
Shout out my boy David Grant.
Shout out David Grant. Also, shout out Scorsese. Kind of crazy how the tables have turned, right? A couple years ago when he was like, yo, Marvel ain't cinema, and everybody's like, no, you are so stupid for that. And now everybody's like, wow, he was right all along. How could we be so blind? It's like, well, I mean, it's if you actually look at what he said, it made sense then, and it makes sense now. So on and so forth. His trailer's coming out. And staying on the topic of trailers, we've been talking about how Miyazaki's final film, The Boys of the Heron, right? We talked about how a trailer released. Well, it has just been announced that it's actually not going to be his final film anymore.
He said,
yeah. He says, I mean, he really just went, nah, I'm good. I mean, good for him. Just kind of, all right, sure. Well, okay. You go, King. I don't think, I doubt Tarantino will do this as well, because we know his final film, The Book Critic, is going to start filming soon.
Go,
give it like 10,
you think he's gonna
10 years. Hey guys.
I'm back.
Oh, I know I said it was my last one. This is kind of embarrassing. And then he's going to put out that movie.
I've got another movie.
There, I predicted it.
Ooh, sorry.
Bam. You think The Book Critic is... It could be. It could be the best movie he ever makes. Although, technically, he has lied because his whole thing was that he only wanted to make 10 films, right?
Mm-hmm.
But technically, he made 11 films.
Yeah, but he doesn't count
But they
Kill Bill movies as two separate movies.
Kill Bill. Yeah, even though they are two separate movies, but they should make a third Kill Bill with Maya Hawke. Like, he wanted to do that. Who knows? Maybe he will do that in the future if he comes back.
Well, if he does a Kill Bill 3, then he can just be like, oh yeah, no, it's still one movie.
Oh, it's all connected. It's still 10 movies I've only made. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
sure. Tarantino, please listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
Apparently, we don't know math. And only
make another Kill Bill like John Wick 4 or John Wick 5.
Yeah.
Kill Bill versus John Wick.
Bro, we need to see that.
That's his life hack. He can put Kill Bill anywhere, everywhere, as many times as possible, and it's still 10 movies he's ever made because it's all Kill Bill's all one continuously long movie, even if it crosses over to John Wick. Yeah. Guys, we've solved it. We figured out Tarantino's method. But you know who hasn't gotten his stuff figured out? Jonathan Majors.
Damn, what's happening with him?
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
He it's reported that he's gonna appear in around half of all Loki season 2 episodes. Which brings up an interesting point as to whether, I mean, obviously he's gonna play a Kang variance, but I wonder if it'll be the same one for the duration of it, or it's just gonna be a constant change. What do you guys think?
I think, or like, is he gonna play multiple variants throughout the show?
Yeah, that's my confusion.
I feel like he probably will, but like, I feel like they'll focus on just one variant. At least I hope so. I don't know. This is kind of frustrating because it's just like, I mean, I had this problem with Ant-Man, Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, because like, we're introduced to that version of Kang, and then he just dies. And at first I was like, nah, he probably didn't die. But then you kind of think about it, and it's just like the post-credit scene and all that. I'm like, holy shit. I think they just killed off that Kang. Like, I don't know. I think that's it. Like, I don't think he's going anywhere. So it's just like, if every single project's going to have their own individual Kang villain,
I don't
like that idea.
I don't think they killed off that Kang. I mean, you know the rule in like stories that
if you don't
there's
see
no body,
them die,
there's no proof, right?
I don't know. Who knows?
It's weird.
But either way, even if they didn't kill him off, like if it's still like every project has its own Kang, it's just you can't get it. They're different people. Weird. Like essentially, they're different people with different personalities, different interests, different likes, different differences. Completely different people. Like you're not following one villain. Essentially, you're following multiple, and that's kind of like that's kind of all over the place.
Incoherent. It makes it feel a bit incoherent, you know.
Yes, like, that's the word, incoherent. Yes.
There's a huge disconnect because then it's hard to connect with the villain as a character. But I don't. It's weird with a show like Loki because obviously the ending of Loki indirectly impacted a lot of things in the MCU, and I wonder if they're gonna keep continuing that trope with Loki season 2, and that maybe it'll indirectly lead to Kang Dynasty or something like that.
I don't know. Nothing's falling together anymore. I don't know. It's just like projects don't feel like they're impacting each other at all anymore.
And ironically enough, Marvel has actually just released a book. I don't remember the name of the book. It's a book.
The little guy, something like that, right? The Scholar book?
No, not that one. They've released a book that details the MCU timeline, and it's supposedly, I mean, obviously up until Infinity War, we know it's straightforward for the most part, but it supposedly goes into the blip and post blip. I'm gonna remember. MCU timeline book.
Is it like released yet, or because I remember they dropped a trailer for it like a few weeks ago.
It's releasing at the end of October. It is called Marvel Studios, the Marvel Cinematic Universe official, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, an official timeline. Yeah, and it goes past the blip. I wonder how they're gonna handle the post blip stuff, because as we've seen with the shows, post blip is very messy in terms of when things take place.
Yes.
Because we honestly have no idea. Because in real life, real time right now, right? Technically, around right now is like when Captain America and WandaVision should be taking place, I think. Because Endgame takes place roughly spring 2023, from what I remember.
Yeah, 2023 or 2024, something like that.
Well, they blipped in 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22. Yeah, 23. Roughly around right now. And it's something like that, like WandaVision's right now.
Uh-oh.
And then at the end of this year is supposed to be Hawkeye, even though some people say that Hawkeye is December 2024, but then that wouldn't make sense because it's supposed to be around the same time as Spider-Man, and Spider-Man can't be December 2024. So I wonder how, the timeline book will handle that, and if it'll mess things up, which...
And I expect some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Defenders, Runaways, you bastards, deleted it from existence, better bring that shit back. I expect some motherfucking...
Cloak and Dagger.
I even expect Inhumans, the god fucking awful piece of shit show, but I expect it. I expect all of that shit. I swear to God, I'm telling you, man, I've been a big defender of and believer that the shows and all that have always been canon and all that, but I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The past few months, I've been like, I think they might just decanonize everything, like all the stuff, and I hate being like one of those fans, but Jesus Christ, I swear to God, if I find out, or if they end up like decanonizing, I will not fucking watch anything partaking with those characters at all, like fucking at all. Like I will not fucking watch that Daredevil show. I will not watch anything. I really don't give a shit. Like I'm it's not my character. It's not my version of the character. It's something else. I mean, obviously it is going to be a different version nonetheless because different creative teams and all that. I understand that, but like
it's when I'm talking watered about down versions of them.
Well, it is going to be watered down, but like my big thing is like you can't just give me. You can't be like, oh, it's pretty much the character. No. Just fucking do it. Dude, there's nothing contradicting it from the MCU except for maybe like the Avengers Tower being missing.
That has always pissed me off.
And those shots from the Netflix shows. But like besides that,
those
like,
are such
fuck, even Hawkeye
things.
fucking forgot to add like the post Avengers Tower, whatever the fuck it is. Oh, because we still don't fucking know.
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
8 years later, however long it's been.
Bro, I've always disliked that. Oh, this could be a version of Daredevil with very similar events. No, it is Daredevil.
It is Daredevil.
It's the same guy.
It's the fucking one.
There's no...
like, I don't know. Quick tangent before we get back to the next thing. But, like, if they're bringing back Anson Mount as Black Bolt, which he was the only good thing about that fucking show. If they brought him back, they're, like... and Charlie and Vincent, all these people, like... It means that they know that like that they should keep some type of continuity. Yeah. Like Inhumans, no one fucking watched that. More people watch Daredevil and the Defender shows, and not that many people tuned into like the rest of them.
Inhumans.
It's like this.
Yeah,
this
Inhumans.
Thing. But
it's
I don't know. It just kind of makes you think. It's like they have to be canon. Like don't decanonize them. Like please, for the love of God, just don't fucking do it. Because like. I've said this before, at least in like an our setting, and I'm not sure on the podcast, but like Daredevil is the best thing to ever come out of the MCU. Better than any movie, better than any other thing that they've made on Disney. It is literally the best thing the MCU has ever had. So
very biased opinion.
And I'm mad like to talk about a topic we brought up a few weeks ago.
Very biased.
Like when Chris Brewster, the stunt coordinator and stuntman for Daredevil, he also did Captain America. With someone else, but he's really big with Marvel. He works with Marvel a lot. When he was just talking on this podcast about how like Marvel wants nothing to do with that Netflix show, like it got me really mad because it's just like, man, what is going on like with Marvel, man? Like that is, I hate to say it, I really fucking hate to say it, but that's some egotistical shit. I mean. Daredevil is considered one of the best shows made in the past 10 years. Why would you not want to be associated with that? Well, like why if it kind of seems like Marvel's always been embarrassed by the Jeff Loeb side of the MCU, like all the MCU TV shows, and I find that if that is really true, that they really feel that way, I find that really sad, because it's just like Jessica Jones, man, like there's so many things I relate to on a personal level with that character that they touch upon. That's just like, it's so important, and they do those aspects, her alcoholism, her sexual assault, her PTSD, and her coping. They handle that stuff so realistically, and to such a point that, like, that's important to people, and that's stuff that you never could fucking do with your fucking movies. You would never have the fucking balls to touch upon rape and the effects that causes, not just for the person, but the people around that person, and how much that like those things affect like everyone, and it's such a powerful fucking thing, god damn it. And like, if you can't do that, you can't fucking do that with the fucking movies. So if they're embarrassed by that pisses me off. Like, being like, wow, they're talking about real situations, real fucking things that no one like is gonna be going to like a Blockbuster to watch. That's why we tuned into those Netflix shows, because they were okay with talking about the really uncomfortable aspects of life in their superhero projects. So that's my tangent. That's me preaching to the choir. But I don't know. I hope they get their shit together with all that. Anyways, next topic. that got too serious. My bad.
You did get too serious.
Who can't get shit there?
I got too serious.
But you know who can't get their shit together? Sony, because it has been slated that Bad Bunny is no longer playing Muerto, which is, to be expected. This guy, this movie was never going to be good. It was going to flop. It was
I knew it since day one.
Yeah, they canceled it. I don't even think they're going to recast him. I just think they're going to scrap it. Because there's no demand for this.
No one wanted it.
It's just an excuse. Nice. It's just an excuse to give him to give him his own film. And they probably could have done something better with him. But hey, it's not happening. And you know what else didn't happen is Spider-Man. I don't know how this was going to work. Supposedly, so Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness costume designer, excuse me, Graham Churchyard, sick name by the way, that's so cool, says that Spider-Man was supposed to be in the film, but COVID messed that all up.
Really?
Where
for which movie?
Yeah, it's
Multiverse of Madness.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But it's like, where was he supposed to show up?
And it must have just been like a cameo, right? Like,
yeah, I'm assuming.
Like the first Doctor Strange he appeared?
No, the second one. Yeah, it would have been a cameo, unless they had it would have just been like a flashback scene at the beginning or something. I don't know. Wait, Multiverse came out after No Way Home, right?
Yeah, but it was supposed to come out before it. If you remember the concept art for No Way Home, it had America Chavez originally. Like, that's how they were going to explain everything. But I don't know.
That's right.
They switched a bunch of stuff around.
Oh, then I don't know. Maybe the film, or maybe it was like a thing where like the post-credits scene was him asking for help. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? That would have made a lot more. See, that would have been more cohesive and more connected. None of these fucking projects have fucking connected. Like, really, like the only thing so far that looks like it's projects connecting is the Marvels, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. Just doesn't look appealing, and I did not fucking care to watch.
Are you sure you don't want to watch a wacky and fun Marvel film? The Marvels, as they've claimed it to be, the wacky and fun.
Oh yeah, the wacky and fun movie. That's so different.
Christian,
it's really wacky.
Christian, you don't want to watch the wacky. It's really wacky, Christian. You don't want to watch it. I don't feel like it's pretty out there. I don't think any other film.
I'll be honest.
Done that.
The only reason I even thought about watching it was for Iman Vellani. She's so great in that role, and but even she can't save me from wanting to go not watch it. I did not phrase that sentence well at all.
A lot.
It's 10:36, folks. Give me a break.
Guys, it's been a long day. Very, very long day. I'll probably watch it and I'll review it for us. And I'll let you know whether it was a wacky and fun film or it was a dark and serious film.
So silly, so serious.
Whack.
Do you think the reports of it being like an
Cecilius.
hour and a half are true?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's a little longer than an hour and a half from what I remember. The Marvel's runtime, a little sacky, a little fun film. It's
A little sacky here.
a little sacky. Why? What's the runtime? Oh, you don't want to tell me the runtime, IMDb? Okay, yeah, it's probably an hour and a half. Well, what's gonna happen in the film? Let's see. They team up, right? Because they've got silly, fun powers that are going haywire, right? And then what? They defeat a
And
villain.
go unclog a
You know what?
toilet.
I'm gonna
that's
predict the
been
movie
clogged.
right now in like 30 seconds, and then we'll see
All
if
right,
it.
let's hear it,
comes
let's
true,
hear it.
right?
What's
the
the movie?
beginning's gonna open
What's
up.
the
with
movie about?
Captain Marvel. She's having a big solo fight, and then she cracks a bunch of one-liners, pops an eyebrow, smirks, and then she automatically at the end of the fight, right
Pops
before
an
she
eyebrow.
decides to like throw a final punch, gets teleported to whatever, right? And then Amon Villani's Miss Marvel's like, "Oh no, I'm in a I don't know spaceship or I'm on an asteroid. I don't fucking care, wherever the fuck." And then she's like, "Oh, this is so cool, man." Also, I'm not making fun of her. She's incredible in that role. And Marvel, give her more screen time. She's incredible. Anyways,
She is great in that role.
and then
yeah,
they switch places. The parents are gonna be like, Camilla, like, we need to go. And then they open up the door. You're not what's happening?
We gotta
And then
go.
Nick Fury's gonna get a
Someone
You're
clog the
not
toilet.
a
oh,
daughter.
man, and they're not gonna reference anything from Secret Invasion. And then so that whole show's pointless. And then they're gonna he's gonna come in. He's gonna be like, "Oh hell nah, motherfucker!" And then they're gonna cut off the motherfucker because he can't say the F word. Oh my gosh! Even though they're allowed one F bomb, they're not gonna let Samuel Jackson use it. And then honestly, I don't know what Monica Rambeau. She's just called maybe by Nick Fury, and she's like, "Oh man, we're switching places." And then the bad guy's gonna be like, "I want power," and then they're gonna team up. They're gonna be like, "We don't like each other." Huh, we're so different and quirky and silly. And then they're going to go to a bunch of planets and they're going to be like, I kind of like you now. I guess I kind of like you now, after they have a really lame heart-to-heart that lasts like 30 seconds. There was no actual build-up to it. There was nothing propelling that moment. It was just like, oh shit, the writer looked at the fucking script. We're this far in. We should probably have an emotional moment. All right.
Yep.
Wow, it's really hard being misunderstood. I know. I hate it. Wow, you're misunderstood too?
Guys,
Yeah. When
we're
I
a
was
team
on the
now.
planet Glipglorp and alienfartbreath.com, wow, that was really emotional, guys.
Fart
I
play.
really connected with that. And then they're just going to team up
Team
and
up.
learn how to switch places.
Team
and
guys.
they're like, wow, we're using our powers together. And then Nick Fury's going to be like, man, I know I could trust you guys. And then he's going to be like, you know what? You, youngling. And then Carmella's going to be like, me? And he's like, yeah, you, come here. And then she's going to be like, yes, Mr. Fury, sir?
come here.
And he's going to be like, how would you like to start a new initiative? And then it's going to be like, oh! And then it's going to be Young Avengers. And then we're never going to get that movie until like 2035. And that's the whole movie.
Yay, shit. You just got that's a solid prediction. I love the part where you go insert emotional heartbeat. Guys, we're a team now. Let's do this, gang.
I'm sorry,
Gang
man.
shit.
The emotional moments in Marvel movies are just like, they actually feel forced. It literally feels like they're doing the whole Save the Cat thing, where they're like, on page 17, this is supposed to, like, it just seems like it's literally like calculated. Like, oh god,
'Cause it
And, like, it's
is,
just like they
dude.
literally go,
Bro, because it
oh,
is.
page 37, have light banter. Page 38, make joke about light banter. Page 48.
It is calculated, man.
Insert emotional moment with no build-up, and then immediately have it end with the joke and undercut anything. It just feels like it's like just
Page
so forced
50.
now. Like all the emotional moments,
Clog
like,
a
they just
Blockbuster's
mean nothing
toilet.
to me. I just kind of go, oh, that was literally, where the fuck did that come from? You guys were just talking about fart jokes 5 seconds ago, and now
And
someone's
now-
dying of cancer, and you guys. I will never forgive him for that. I cannot believe Love and Thunder
Oh my god.
has opened up
I'm sorry,
Jane
I'm
Foster's
sorry.
cancer with multiple jokes. My mouth was
Yeah.
opened, like gaping open in the theater. Like they did not just fucking do that. They did not
Well,
just
it is the
start
worst
making
film.
fun of her cancer and then expect me to give a shit for the rest of this fucking movie. What the fuck
Okay, damn, bro.
was that?
Yeah.
Damn.
It is one of the worst.
I was
It
like
is one of the worst films
literally
ever. So.
astonished by the.
No, but Christian, remember, it's okay because then she died.
Oh yeah,
and
because
then
on
she
page
had a scene where
158
she was
they
in
were
heaven.
like,
She
insert
was in
sad
heaven
moment.
or
She's dying of
what is it,
cancer.
Valhalla.
Oh yes,
She's in Valhalla.
I care now. Yeah, she's in Valhalla.
And
What is
she
that
just
going to lead
casually
to?
just-
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, okay, yeah, but
Next topic.
yeah, that's fucking that's the worst movie ever. You know what doesn't suck though? That Marvel VFX workers have unanimously voted to unionize. Thank goodness. They've all unanimously voted to
Damn, he's spazzing out. He's spazzing out. Christian, go get the WE-40. He's spazzing out. He's spazzing out.
You know what else I'm spazzing out about? Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. I'm so sorry. That sounded so bad when I said, okay, One Piece has been renewed for season 2 at Netflix. I'm so excited. Dude, this is how good the show is. The show has been out for 2 weeks. 2 weeks and it was renewed. Bro, they did numbers.
Now it's going to get ruined.
So
This is my
happy.
next prediction. Netflix is going to get their grubby hands and be like,
No!
oh.
No! No! Christian! No! Shut up!
Damn, you
Shut up!
the sweet
But no,
spot.
it'll be okay because
Shut up!
season 3,
The sweet
and then
spot.
they'll learn their lesson. Everything's going to be okay. But
Okay.
Season 2 is probably going to suck. Don't worry.
No! They're gonna introduce a tiny reindeer puppet named Tony Chopper, who is the doctor of the crew. It cannot be bad, because we need Tony Chopper.
I don't know who that is.
Oh no, they gotta CGI
Yeah.
that boy though. Oh shit.
No! I hope they don't CGI him. They're probably gonna do like a Grogu style puppet. That's what I would do. That's.
But
what
you're
they
not
should do.
Netflix, dog.
I mean-
Netflix may do something stupid.
Nah, but it's not really Netflix. They've teamed up with this studio called Tomorrow Studios, and they're also giving a lot of creative control to the producers and to Ichiro Oda. That's because the show was supposed to release a couple months ago, but Oda was like, nah, this shit ain't it, dog. We're gonna reduce things, and so they had to go back and redo a bunch of scenes, and then it came out, and people loved it. So
Well, at
Netflix
least-
finally gave
If they
in.
can keep control on things, then there is no other way. You know that thing's gonna flop. But if they just let loose and they give them like an extra bit of more money, Netflix is like, oh, buy it, and be like, then that season 2's fucked.
They did give him money though. It's reported, right? These are just, based on what we understand, that each episode costed around $17 million.
Damn.
I mean, and you could see it. Each episode is a movie in its own right, but that's besides the point.
You know,
It's getting renewed for season 2.
oh my god. No, you finish.
No, you go.
No, you go.
You go.
Alright. Now I was just gonna say, like, doesn't it make you
basically-
think how, like,
That I saw. Okay.
like, with,
Yeah. Go.
you know how, like, a movie is like minimum an hour and a half, and like sometimes
Yeah.
nowadays it's like they can go up to 2 hours, right? And like
Yeah.
all these movies are like they cost like $300 million now, but they can make one episode of a show for like $17 million, which is half a movie in length,
Yeah.
and the visual effects look just as good.
Yeah.
maybe even
ironic,
better.
isn't it?
Makes you think:
Who-
do we really need $300 million for a movie? No.
You know what movie doesn't look like $300 million? Although I don't think it is. I'm gonna verify this right now, just to.
He's going to the
Just-
sky.
oh,
He's going to the
it's
sky.
close.
He's going to the sky. He's looking it up.
Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has a budget of $205 million. They just released a trailer for it, and it looks like they're finally starting the marketing campaign. We gotta talk about this, because this film... Who's watching this film?
How did the first one make $1 billion? For real.
I don't understand that.
How much was it again?
I'm gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, so the second one is gonna cost them $205 million. The first one cost. I'll let you know right now. It cost. It's between 160 and 200 million.
That is a big difference.
I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen the first one. You know what? I'm gonna probably watch it within the next week, just so I understand, right? I don't see the appeal for like I get it. Jason Momoa, he's great as Aquaman, but honestly, the film just doesn't really doesn't strike me as
it just don't hit
interesting enough.
Yeah,
it just don't hit. It really doesn't. Like okay, I don't know. Like, and I could be wrong, because there are films that have done that. You're like, this doesn't look all the, it's like not necessarily doesn't look good, but it's like I don't really care to watch it. Like, that's how I felt about the Snyder Cut for a long time, because I was just like, I already seen the Whedon one or whatever, so I was like, whatever. Then I watched it and I was like, yeah, it's really good. I hope I feel about that the same way I do about the first Aquaman, but honestly, it just doesn't. I don't know. Like, I don't. Maybe it's, I don't know. Sometimes I like to think about films in terms of the colors that they use within the film, right? Like, for example, you think of Blue Beetle and you see a lot of blues, a lot of purples, a lot of neon colors, right? Or you think of Black Adam was terrible, but you think of your yellows, your blacks, right? Aquaman just kind of looks like a whole lot of gray, to be honest. And the trailer for the second one also looks like a whole lot of gray.
And a lot of water.
What do you guys think about this? And a lot of water. A lot of gray water. What do you guys think of the second film, though?
I don't know. Honestly, the visuals looked really good.
You think?
But I don't care. I've seen the first one. James Wan is my favorite horror movie director, and probably one of my... Maybe, like... One of my favorite, like, modern directors. I mean, I love the Conjuring movies so much. Those movies, they mean a lot to me. I really, really love them. And Saw, I mean, I really like those ones too. And he's a damn good director. I mean, like, he is so good with camera work and coming up with creative things. And, like, with the first Aquaman, it made me sad because, like, I was really excited for him. I really wanted to see what he would do with, like, a big superhero film, or just a big budget movie. Because he did Fast and Furious 7, which I really, really liked. That was really good, and that one made me cry. I'm not even ashamed to admit it.
Okay,
but then he did Aquaman.
Like, he has a very good eye and a very good visual eye. Same thing with, like, Snyder and all that. But, like, obviously he's very different from Snyder and how he conveys his visuals. And that first Aquaman movie was so mediocre on a story standpoint, and that breaks my heart to even say that. But the visuals, the action sequences, the camera work, it was like watching two different movies at the same time. It was crazy. Not even in the way that you're thinking, where it's just like when I mean, like, it's watching two different movies, I mean, like, it's just like, it's like someone wrote an AI generated script and then just gave it to, like, Spielberg, and they just directed the fuck out of it, because, like, the script was so bad and the dialogue was horrible, but, like, they whipped up so much money into that thing. Like, it's a beautiful looking film and it's directed extremely well. They whipped up the butter and then spread it out. It's a bore, and I hate saying boring. I hate using that as a criticism. It was a very bland film. There's nothing to it. Like, it's, and it very
somehow made $1 billion.
Yeah, it's not even okay. It's literally just like very just.
It's just nothing. Boring.
Yeah.
The
it goes on for like 30 minutes too long. Like, it's just not. It's not all that. I think I will rewatch it, but I'm not gonna, like, before the movie comes out. But I'm definitely not gonna go watch the second one. I think I'll just wait for it to be like.
Also,
do
the
a double
second one
feature
has the same
in the
villain
wrong
as the
brand.
first one. The second one, Black Manta's the villain again, I guess.
Again,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Also,
saying,
yeah, he was the
from-
main villain in the first one. So, or I'm pretty sure he was.
Why? Yeah. Why is he the
Also,
villain again?
Momoa's a great actor, and that's someone I would love to work with someday. He seems like such a genuinely nice,
Good
human
guy.
being.
And
Yeah.
But,
sexy
like,
too.
He is.
Yeah.
But like, I just
very much so.
No
don't.
homo.
It's like I like his Aquaman for what it is, but it's not Aquaman. You know,
It's not. No, it isn't. It's not.
not
No,
Aquaman.
not.
like not even close.
Well,
I just feel like
Because Aquaman is a very
Snyder's
stoic
idea
guy,
for like this
and-
rock hard, like I don't know what the fuck, like edgy type of Aquaman. It just wasn't.
Aquaman.
Man, they
I
tried
like the
back-
idea
back
that he
into
wanted to make
Batman.
Aquaman badass, but this is just I don't know. It's not Aquaman.
Well,
it's very.
Well, we know Aquaman had a lot of. I mean, not Aquaman. Snyder obviously had a lot of radical ideas. I mean,
Yeah.
Barry Allen, Aquaman. I think with way more time, right? Because to me, I always got the impression that Jason Momoa's Aquaman was a very naive Aquaman, and that over time he would become the more stoic, like type, like Thor, like Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, I feel
And
like that
fucking a
also
fish.
influenced it. Is that they didn't want to make him too much like Thor, so they wanted to do
Yeah.
something different. But obviously, we'll never get. I don't think he's gonna be Aquaman in the DCU. I don't know, but it just seems like we're never gonna get that progression that was intended for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you're right. I mean, I get the whole badass thing. It's just, he's not really Aquaman.
Holy
He's more
shit!
like
You know what I
Aqua
just realized?
Jason. What did you guys realize?
Not a single character has gotten a trilogy in the DCU.
That's true. That is true.
That's actually very true.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
My bad if I cut
Yeah,
you off.
that's
but
sad.
Goddamn.
No, you're right. That's
No
kinda sad.
trilogy.
And I doubt Shazam's gonna. I don't know if Shazam's gonna get a third one.
I don't think so.
No.
Probably not. Aquaman's probably not gonna get a third one either.
No. I didn't even know Aquaman was coming out until I heard all about the entire news stuff with the court. With
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Then, and then they got to handle Amber
yeah,
Heard in the film.
yeah, I ever heard in the film,
They
but things that I didn't even know that film was coming out until I heard about that.
But guys, it's Amber Turd. Be polite. Be respectful. Say her real name.
Oh shoot, you're right. I got it. You're right. Amber Turd. Yeah, she.
Amber Turd.
You're right. Amber Turd.
Amber Turd.
Man. I mean, reports last time claimed that they had cut her role in the film to be less than 10 minutes, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
But there's a
Aquaman
baby.
2.
And let's be honest, it's hers.
Huh?
There's a baby in the movie that's definitely hers, so it's like she's kind of important, right?
Is it- Yeah. Hey. I don't know, man. Aquaman 2, I just...
Man, toss
What
that
is-
baby.
It all goes back to the same thing. Who is this film made for?
I don't
Nobody.
know.
The
I
answer,
don't know. China?
the answer is nobody.
Man, I guess it's
Maybe.
made for people who love fishing in the water. You know, for your local redneck who likes to
Yeah,
go
your
fishing.
lighthouse keepers and everyone in China. That's about it.
Your lighthouse keeper.
Your local
It's
fisherman.
made for Robert Pattinson in The Lighthouse.
Oh my gosh,
Willem
Dafoe
Dafoe
was in the first
in the
one. I
film.
remember that. Dafoe was in the first Aquaman.
Why?
And he was like,
Dude,
I'm
you
Willem
took
Dafoe, baby. Something like that.
Willem Dafoe, but you took one of the arguably one of the greatest actors, and put him in Aquaman.
Yeah, because
I mean, I
Willem Dafoe. It already made the movie 10% better. Maybe even 15. Maybe even 20.
Also, there's reports. I mean, obviously, there's been a bunch of reports how like Batman's supposed to appear in this movie.
Oh my god,
But
yeah.
it was first it was Ben Affleck, but then they scrapped his scene, and then it was the Michael Keaton Batman. But no, then it was the George Clooney Batman. But then nope, they scrapped it. Went back to Ben Affleck.
I don't think there's going to be
who
any
is it?
Batman in it.
Nah, I doubt it.
I highly doubt. I don't think Gunn wants. I don't
don't
think Gunn wants promises that he's not gonna keep and all that. I don't know. Because like Michael Keaton was supposed he would like when George Clooney shows up in The Flash, it was supposed to be Keaton. I mean, there's set photos of that scene, but I guess he didn't want to promise anything.
I've heard about the original plan for the Flash sequel. It's that like, so yeah, it was supposed to be Keaton, and that Ben Affleck was like supposed to be trapped in like a different time or something, and then Barry was gonna go and save him, something along those lines. Obviously, it's never gonna happen, and the last version of Batman we ever saw in the DCEU was George Clooney, who canonically, kind of, and I say kind of because it's a very messy time period, canonically is supposed to be the same version of George Clooney as well as Val Kilmer, but then they kind of scrapped that. Do you remember that?
Wait, like, what do you mean?
You didn't know that? So, yeah, originally, so obviously Michael Keaton had his two Batman films, Batman and Batman Returns, right? They asked Tim Burton to come back for a third one, Batman Forever, and he said no.
No, they didn't want him.
No, they asked him, and he said no.
No, it was the opposite. He came to them, and they did a meeting, and halfway through the meeting, he was like, "You don't want me to make this movie," and they were like, "Yeah, no." No. It's because I just watched a video on this like yesterday.
No.
He literally, they brought him in
but
for
Tim
a
Burton
meeting,
hates Batman.
and he had like a script and everything, and they didn't want him because there was like that scandal with McDonald's where like McDonald's was like pushing.
Oh, that's right. I'd heard about.
But the movie was too dark.
Yes, I knew about that.
So
it was
they
so
got
dark.
really mad, and then they were like, "Oh, we want to make like a kid-friendly movie," and they were trying to like be nice to him. And
well, that's why. Yeah, he said
don't
no.
Don't you want to make like a smaller independent movie? You know, that's kind of the craze right now. And he was like, "Nah, I want to do this." And then he realized, "Oh, you guys just don't want me to make this fucking movie." Like, so he didn't make it. Sad.
No, so he didn't want to.
Yeah, so he didn't end up making it. But yeah, I mean, all four of them are supposed to technically be the same Batman, or like all four of the movies, right? It's supposed to be in the same.
Yeah, even though technically they're supposed to be the same Batman, even though it doesn't really make sense. But
yeah, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Digress.
I mean, the Alfred's in the same Alfred's in every single one of them.
Oh, true. But
then Alfred's unlimited. You can't go wrong. He has that dog in him.
He just got that dog.
He's got
and
that
them
dog
eyebrows.
in him.
God damn.
Yeah,
and that
Jesus,
bald head.
And a bald head.
Bro, he's just on One Punch Man, but in DCU form.
DC. Wow, I can't believe he shows up in a movie where 50-year-old Batman, Bruce Wayne, adopts an adult man.
An adult man that's like almost 30 years old.
He adopts a 20-something-year-old man.
Kevin, can you adopt me?
Gosh.
I'm only 20. Almost 21.
He's old.
Kevin,
okay,
please.
but in other news, right? We've just gotten the confirmation that the Lando series, right, supposed to be Lando series, starring Donald Glover, has been changed from a TV series into a movie.
Movie.
Yeah. What do you guys think about this?
Take it or leave it. I don't really care.
Wow.
I like Lando as a side character. I've never really. I don't think he can withhold like being a main character. Sorry.
Lando.
I don't think Lando can withhold being a main character, but I think Donald Glover can.
That is true. And I think Glover was what's it called? Perfectly casted.
No, for sure. Cast? Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I could take it or leave it. It might be good. It might not be good. We don't know. But then again, Donald Glover's also writing it, so chances are it could be good.
True.
Could really be really good, actually.
And we get to see some goofy moments from him too.
Some silly, goofy moments.
I love his goofy moments.
Do the This Is America dance. Do it.
Shut up.
Tell you, shut up. I want to fucking see little thing. Fucking shut up.
These silly, goofy moments.
Think they'll ever do anything with that mall thing at the end of Solo?
No, because Maul dies.
Oh,
What
wait.
can they do with him?
That's right, he died in Rebel.
You-
Wait,
okay.
but like if they said it before he died, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think they're going to do anything with it. Who knows? We've also got news that... Do you guys remember Brightburn? The movie
Mhm.
directed...
Which one?
The evil the evil Superman boy. Directed by David Yaroveska. And produced by James Gunn. His name was very much attached to it. Evil Superman kid. Brightburn 2 is in development.
Ooh.
Finally, I mean the first one came out in 2019,
That was a good fucking movie.
but it was very underrated. Nobody watched it. But the bad part is that they are planning to use AI in the creative process.
Writer strike, actor strike, every strike. Oh.
But like,
Yeah.
in what
So-
way?
H3 Entertainment says, this is a great quote. H3 Entertainment says that they will respect professionals and fans while promoting responsible technology integration.
Okay,
I'm
well, that
just
doesn't
hearing a
say
whole
what
lot
they're
of
gonna
nothing.
use.
I know. It's a whole lot of nothing.
Huh.
Yeah, that's all they've said about this. It's just that they're going to incorporate this new technology into the production process. Okay. Well, there's a Brightburn 2 at least.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, if it's like used for little things, it's not really like that bad. Like
Sure,
if you use it like
but we don't-
sparingly, but like, oh yeah, AI's gonna write our
But we
script.
don't know
Oh yeah,
the
AI's gonna make all of it. It's like, whoa, like calm down, like calm down.
but we don't know the extent of
Yeah.
what they're going to use it for, which is the weird thing.
Next thing you know, the AI goes on strike.
Because technically, AI is
The-
used in like everything. You know what I mean? But it's just like,
care to explain?
you know, I mean, like with visual effects, like a lot of the coding. I mean, like they have to use some AI to help like generate like more realistic like backdrops and all that, or like with like the volume. I'm sure they probably implement AI to signal the movement, sync up the movements with the camera. There has to be some interaction between the camera and the
But
volume.
I don't-
Maybe they
but I
use
don't
some
know
type of AI to do so. I don't know.
But I don't know if that technically classifies. I don't know if that technically classifies under AI because AI, artificial intelligence.
Maybe they use Siri when
like,
they're doing conference calls. Hey Siri, call the boss man. That's AI. They implemented it.
That's,
Call
that's
boss
if
baby.
it's- I don't know.
The boss man.
Call boss baby. Hey Siri, call
Boss
boss baby.
AI
AI's, you know, obviously you got the strikes happening over AI, and it's been reported. So the Drew Barrymore show. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I didn't know this show existed until maybe 2 days ago. Just keeping it a $1.50. The Drew Barrymore show is not only gonna continue without the writers, but it's been reported that audience members wearing WGA support pins have been kicked out of the audience. Wow.
Wow.
And the series has resumed filming. The series has resumed filming the other day without any writers due to the studio's refusal to agree to a fair deal. Okay. Drew Barrymore. That's a move. That is a very interesting choice that they've decided to go on and do there.
Hollywood evil.
Yeah.
For real.
Hollywood always
Yeah,
been
they're like-
evil and messed
They're
up.
like
always
actual
been evil.
corporate,
True.
like evil businessmen.
That's kind of sad. Imagine. I mean, it's like they say, never meet your heroes. Wow, you're like, wow. I
Oh
really
yes,
cannot
my
wait to go
corporate
see
hero
Drew
from
Barrymore.
Universal Studios.
I really.
Yes, John
man, I
Smith,
really
my
can't wait.
favorite corporate marketer. Oh my god.
Oh my
I couldn't wait to
gosh.
fucking meet you. Christopher Nolan, get the fuck out
David
of my way. I'm trying to
Zaslav?
talk to
Oh.
John Smith. Creative marketing
David
director.
Zaslav?
Thank you. Thank you for making that trailer
My
that spoiled the
favorite
entire
man.
movie for me. I loved that choice so much. Thank you. I didn't end up
Oh.
watching it because I ended up knowing everything before You guys released the movie, so thank
Before
you for
it
that.
even came out?
You saved me money. Thank you, John Smith, marketing director of Universal Studios. Really smart guy. Thank you. You're my hero. Thank you, John Smith.
Damn.
Thank you, John Smith, marketing director of Universal Studios. Thank you.
Okay. Christian, I think you're really into John Smith, huh?
Yeah, John Smith from Universal Studios. He's the marketing director. Next topic.
Hey, guards,
Next
come and
topic.
get him. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's right here. Yeah, he's got drugs up his ass. Okay.
What type?
It's that time of the night. As we've been doing every single week, we review stuff at the end of the show, and of course we've been continuing our review of Ahsoka. Now, before we talk about Ahsoka, right? Ariana Greenblatt, who played young Ahsoka in the show, dog, she's killing it, man. She played young Ahsoka, she was young Gamora, and she just appeared in the Barbie movie. Like, who's she gonna do next? They're just gonna keep slapping makeup onto her. She's gonna play all colors of the rainbow.
Absolutely, yeah. She got.
At least she's getting good roles.
Orange.
Oh yeah.
Unlike,
Hey, she's doing great in her roles too.
Why do you hate Tom Holland?
I'm joking.
It had
What is your beef with Tom Holland?
There was no. Why did you dislike that human so much?
He's a sweet
Such
human
good
being.
guy.
Yo.
Put some respect on Tommy Boy's name.
I'm joking.
Man.
Tom Holland, I'll beat the shit out of Kevin. He's
God
5
damn.
steps away from
Yo.
me right now. I'll beat the fuck
I'm
out of him.
joking.
Guys,
I'm
Disrespect Tom
joking.
Holland one
We-
more fucking time.
Isn't it so crazy that we all have our enemies, right? I really dislike Thor: Love and Thunder. Kevin really dislikes Tom Holland. And Christian really dislikes everything else.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
What is?
Just being a hateful,
But
spiteful
why
human
Tom
being. Nothing
Holland?
wrong with that. There's nothing healthy about that.
I don't
No,
dislike Tom
perfectly
Holland.
fine.
I just no.
You don't dislike him. I just really don't like him. I just really.
I like him
think
being
that he's a
Spider-Man.
bad
Like,
person.
he has a good choice. It's just the fact that that one scene they get just a bad pick they just chose for him.
Oh my god, man.
If you know.
Oh, what, his new role in
Kevin.
his movie
Yeah,
or show?
the picks.
Yeah.
I just feel bad each time he does like certain roles and things like, dude, no, they're not giving him the dice, the right type of dice. It's like, dog, he deserves like more credibility
Dude.
for certain, like more
Bro.
good scenes, not for what the fuck is that?
Yeah, not just
deserves-
to be like putting his heart and soul into projects that are like, oh, they're fine.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Like, he's
it's
a
like
great-
that's what I'm sad about each time I see
such
him.
a
Like, he
good
puts his heart and
actor.
soul into the shit, but it's just like, damn. It's like they give him like, what the fuck is this? A fucking sad
Yeah,
$2
I know.
burrito from Taco Bell.
I seriously think he's
like
one
I
of the greatest actors of his generation, and like he just hasn't been given the chance to like really like showcase.
Exactly.
That. I really believe
Exactly.
that. I
he
think.
has.
I hope
he-
to God someday he just gets like 3
gets an
roles in a
Oscar-worthy
row that are
performance.
just like they just showcase how versatile he is, and then because I feel like you say that now, people are like, "Oh my God, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. You're so stupid." No, I'm telling you, give that kid a fucking script that is layered and complex and has him like really dive into something. I'm telling you, like, and also let's be honest, everything he's done, even if it's not like something you like, what is the
He
one
tried.
thing everyone always says? Oh, but I really like Tom Holland.
He's good.
Like everything
Yeah.
else sucks. But everyone always goes, oh, but I really like Tom Holland. But I really like Tom Holland. I really like Tom Holland. His performance was incredible. The kid can fucking act, and I'm just praying to God someday he's
He is
given
him.
like the script that just shows everyone that this motherfucker means business. Because I could see it. Like,
Yeah,
I feel it, and I'm like, ugh, someone get this man a fucking script. Someone get
Hell
this
yeah.
man a fucking script. Ugh.
Yeah,
anyways.
put some respect on his name, Kevin. But Ahsoka episode 5
Oh,
has
shit,
just dropped.
Yeah.
Let's keep our thoughts relatively simple, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of changing opinions here. Christian and I talked about this a little bit off show,
Mhm.
off cam.
We usually
back when
don't
we were
do what we
in the
had.
court. Yeah, we had to. When we were in the courtyard, we were hitting the weights, and as
Yeah.
one does in prison
I was
courtyard.
hitting those 5-pounders.
5
And I
pounds.
was Christian, what'd you think of episode 5?
Oh, you want me to?
Yes, I want you to go first.
Okay. The episode, I think it was the best episode yet. I think it was a mixed bag though, for me personally. My biggest gripe with this episode is that this show as a whole has been so slow to do the most mundane fucking things that you could have grabbed like the first 4 episodes, made them like 2 episodes, made it maybe one really long episode, and they just took forever with the most boring, like bland subplots and just stretched it out for full episodes when they didn't need to. And the one fucking interesting thing, Hayden Christensen back, they're in the fucking world between worlds. What's happening? I'm so confused. What the fuck is going on? Let's finally understand Ahsoka. They're this is it. By the way, we're 5 episodes into the show, over halfway through, and they finally go, maybe we should finally, go into Ahsoka's mind and ask what she's thinking and how she's feeling. This show doesn't. It's like this show forgets Ahsoka's supposed to be the main character. It has nothing to fucking do with her. She's not the fucking main character. This is the first time we've actually gotten to know who she is in this moment in time. 5 episodes into her own fucking show. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And my biggest gripe is with this episode that the whole thing with Anakin and her wasn't the entire episode. It was like a third of the fucking episode, and they keep cutting away to go back to Hera and Jason. Is that the kid's name? Jason? And Chopper. I don't give a fuck. Who fucking cares? Literally, everything that was going on with that whole plot of them trying to find her and all that literally could have been done in like 5 minutes at the end of the fucking episode. They did not need to keep cutting back to it. They did not need to keep fucking cutting back to it. What the fuck? I was literally screaming at the fucking TV. I'm like done, man. Like I really don't like the show. Like after that episode, like I don't care how awesome the stuff was. It just wouldn't. The show has not stopped pissing me off. Like it's like they keep doubling down every episode on the things you don't give a fuck about, and just like it baffles my fucking mind that you bring back Hayden Christensen and you literally just don't make that the whole episode, and you keep cutting away from that. What the fuck is wrong with you? But to focus on the positives, all that shit was incredible. The visuals were really good. Me and Nico talked about this. The suits look a little cheap. I don't know what the fuck that was all about.
Yeah.
But hey, Rex in live action finally.
Also, I found this out. This is the first time we've seen. This is technically the first time. I mean, I guess if you don't count the one armor in Obi-Wan, this is the first time we've seen clones in live action. They've all the remember in the prequels they were all CGI.
Yeah, that is true. This is the first time like it's not like full blown CG. That is true. But yeah, I mean like all that stuff was handled really well. I mean like also Christensen, this is like his best performance with Anakin, hands down. Absolutely best performance. Yes. And I hope to God he gets at least...
The aging was so much better.
Yeah, he's gone. This episode, he was so fucking good. And he really felt in line with how Anakin acts in Clone Wars. I mean,
Yes.
He's seen the show. I mean, he knows.
Of course.
But, yeah, I don't know. I really don't like the show right now. This show's just pissing me off. Like, even when it does things right, it's just like they're not focusing on what makes... Any of the aspects that make the show work, they're not focusing on that, and it's just like this whole show has just been one giant missed opportunity. Also, where the fuck is Thrawn? I know we've been saying it every week. Where the fuck is Thrawn?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Thrawn?
We're still waiting.
Who is the main
smoking
villain?
Some blue meth.
Yeah.
Where's Thrawn?
Blue meth.
Where's Ezra?
He rubbed it all over his face.
Yeah. Walt. Jesse,
where's Walt?
Jesse.
I mean, Jesse, where's Thrawn? Where's Thrawn, Jesse?
Yeah. For the most part, I agree. I mean, I don't know if I necessarily agree. I think you've got a lot of valid points in there. Let me see. I'm trying to think. What can I say that you didn't say? Okay. My opinion of the show overall, I did say that this week I would give like if I would like the show or not, and I think it's come down to it's just all right for me. It's it's not as bad as other. I don't think it's as bad as something like the Book of Boba Fett. But honestly, it's not the level of like Mando season 1, season 2, that type of stuff, right? It's just a lot of highs and lows because the show has got a lot of potential. Arguably, it's got the most potential because of how much backstory is going into this show, right? How much lore they need to develop, but it just really hasn't utilized that. I don't know. Maybe it will utilize it, but it's just been a very slow progression, and it's just been a lot of highs and lows, and so they kind of just balance out in my head, and to me, they're just all right. I thought the flashbacks with young Ahsoka and all the world between world stuff was fantastic. I can't wait to see an edit on YouTube where it's just all those scenes compiled together. Can't wait to see that. I thought it was really good. Obviously, I mean, some of this, Christian said it. Some of the suits look a little bit cheap, but it's okay. We'll let it slide. The acting was great. Hayden Christensen looked like the de-aging on him looked really good, especially in comparison to Obi-Wan. And when he talked, he sounded like Clone Wars Anakin. It's very weird, but it was great. It's weird that Hera brought her son to a war zone technically, but Jason pulled through. I like the Purgle stuff. I think they're very important in Star Wars canon. But yeah, just a whole lot of highs and lows. I don't know.
Yeah.
And where's Thrawn and Ezra? I've been waiting for years.
Where are they?
Actual years, man. Actual years. I don't know where they are.
Here, I'll say one last thing before we wrap up this topic. I think the reason, and I'll try to keep it short. The one reason why I get so like angry about right now with mediocre like content, because is this show the worst thing ever made? Absolutely not. It really is just all right. It's okay. It's
all
fine.
right.
But the reason I'm so angry about this, like, it's just like everything's just been like that. With like our big budget, franchise, everything's been it was okay. Like, I'm tired of fucking saying that. Like, now to me it's unexcusable. Like, okay, it's just shit now. Like, I'm not trying to be one of those people where it's like there is no middle ground. You either love it or you fucking hate it, you pussy. Because I fucking hate that. I really do hate that mentality. But like, I've gotten to the point where I'm so tired of watching like the most mediocre fucking garbage that it's just like, to me now, like it's I've just seen so much of it that it's just pure shit to me. It just makes my blood fucking boil. That it's like, how are you spending the absurd amount of fucking money on all these franchises, right? And you are getting people into these worlds that are so rich with lore and themes and ideas and characters, and it's just like you're doing nothing with that shit. You're doing absolutely nothing. As someone that liked Dial of Destiny with all its problems, $300 million and you did nothing with that fucking movie. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That movie just there's just so many fucking things. Quantum Mania had a $250 million budget, maybe even more. The movie, nothing really happened in that movie. They go to the quantum realm, they meet Kang, they fight Kang, the movie's over. Like, that, literally, think about that for a second. If I'm explaining something, if I'm explaining a 2.5 hour movie to you in 30 seconds, that's not okay. That's not good. I should not be able to explain the same thing with Ahsoka. If I'm explaining an hour-long episode to you in 20-30 seconds, that is not good. Like, I'm tired of watching everything being so fucking just nothing. I should not be going to a movie that's 2.5 hours long and being able to tell my friend the whole thing in like 30 seconds. Unacceptable.
Yeah. And that is
like, you know, and like all the greatest movies we've seen this year.
No.
I can't fucking explain those movies in 30 seconds. I can't explain Mission Impossible in 30 seconds. I can't explain Spider-Verse in 30 seconds. I can't explain Talk to Me in 30 seconds. Those movies are great, and they're layered, and they're complex, and they actually are about things. They're actually about important issues or really interesting ideas. You know, Barbie. You know, like, same thing with Barbie. I can't explain Barbie in 30 seconds. Like, and these are all like the really good movies of this year, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my tangent, but that's why I'm getting so like fucking pissed off. Like it's just like I'm tired of like wasting time looking at. That's why I'm starting to skip shit. Not just with Marvel, just in general. Like I'm tired. I'm not gonna fucking watch Secret Invasion. I'm not gonna watch a fucking 6-hour show, however long it was, for nothing. I want to. I go to television. I go to film. I go to whatever books, comics. I go there to be in, like, not just to be entertained, but to have, to feel something. If you're not gonna give me anything, I'd rather just stare at a fucking wall. Then at least that's free. Like, fuck's sake. Like, seriously.
Well, speaking of staring at a wall,
we're going to solitary again. No.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to solitary confinement. They're right outside our door once again. Guys, my name is Nico, aka Prince Productions.
You know me. I know you. I'm Dr. Thick, aka Kevin Lopez.
Delirious the Curious.
And I'm Charmaster, and also known as AAPS Entertainment. The entertainment will be gone.
We'll be gone.
One day the AAPS will be gone. Only entertainment. And we will see you guys next week. See ya.
Doses.
Hey. Cheeseburger time. Why'd I hit the what? Cheeseburger time. Alright, I'm done.